Hi everyone, welcome back to Bedi Investment and Properties. Today, I want to tell you a very important topic. In case you want to buy land for personal use or for investment, what you need to do when you see the land of your choice and you go to inspection, what you need to take into considerations before you finally conclude you buy that land. That is exactly what I want to tell you today. Because a lot of people always complain that they buy land very easy, but to sell back they find it very difficult before they see buyer. This can happen when you buy a bad land. That is why today I want to tell you how to differentiate good land from bad one. And this research was carried out by Alex Reyes. He let us know that before you can buy a good land, you must carry out this word, access. So without wasting your time, I will break this down for you so that we understand. And before then, I want you to watch this video to the end and also subscribe to this channel for more real estate investment opportunity and the secrets that you need to know about the landed properties investment. So without wasting your time, let's dive in. A is for access, while the X is for soil. The other X is for slope, while the E is for environmental. The other X is for street view, and the last S is satellite view. When you combine everything, it gives you access. Let me break this down for you so that you can understand better. Before you buy land, that particular land must be accessible. Don't ever buy a land in a place that you have to cross a thick forest or you have to cross a stream waters before you get to that land. If you buy such a land, there's two things that may likely happen. The first one is that in case you want to resell, you may hardly before you see somebody to buy it. And a second one is that before development come to that particular place, it may take time. That land must access to good road network and communications network, and also it will be very easy for you to describe to people in case you see someone that you want to come and check you. So that is why it is very important to consider accessibility of the land. Any land that is not easy to access, it is a red flag that you need to observe. Honestly, it's a bad land for you. Number two is soil. Before you finally buy good land, you must consider the soil condition. It is very important. You need to know whether that particular land is in swamp or is in waterlogged area. And the most important thing, you need to consider that when rain fall, that particular place is not smelling bad, because a lot of people are contact disease without even knowing that the environmental is the cause. And it is advisable for you to inspect any land that you want to buy during the rainy season so that you can check out all these very important things. I will not tell you not to buy land in the swamp, but you need to test the conditions or to know the conditions of the soil. It is very important for you. Besides that, when you buy land in the swamp, you are going to sandfill. This may consume a lot of material. And besides that, you need to consider the bad smelling aspect of it, because this is very important for you. A lot of people, when they go for inspections to buy any land, or whether estate land or community land, once they just see the environment, they just like it without carrying out this very important aspect of inspection. So this is very important. Consider the soil. Is going to help you a lot. Any land that has a bad smelling conditions is a bad land. There's nothing you can talk about that, because whatever any amount you spend for that place, that land, it will still be cause you problem in the future. Number three is slope. If you go for inspection, you need to look the shape of the land. This is very important for you. And because any land that is not properly shaped is going to consume a lot of material if you want to build any type of structures on top of that particular land. That is why it is good for you to consider this. A bad slope can cause erosions, and these erosions can affect you during the rainy season. If you buy a slope land, Besides that, you are going to use a lot of material on that particular land in case you want to build any type of structures in that place. You are going to still find it difficult to resell. In case you want to buy that land or for resale, or you want to build house there for resale or for rent, you are going to face a lot of challenge, because it's not everybody that like a slope ground or slope environment. So that is a challenge for you. If you see any land that is too sloping, it's a bad land. I have to tell you the truth, because you are going to spend beyond your expectation. That is why you need to put all these things into consideration before you finally buy such a land. So the next one is environmental. You need to confirm the environment of that land. It is very important. Any property that is close to canal, under the tension wire, flooding zone, or closing to cemetery, so you need to extra be careful. All these things is very important for you to know this before you finally buy a land. Any land that is very close to those things that I have mentioned is a real bad land, because before somebody will come, in case you want to buy and build it for tenants to come and rent, some people will give you condition that they don't like that place because it's very close to this or it's very close to that. You see some people complain that they want to sell their land or they want to sell their property and they don't see buyer, and they'll be there looking for buyer for 2 or 3 years before they finally see somebody to come and buy. This is the real challenge, because by the time you buy land in a place that is a prime locations and it proximities to the public utility, it is very easy for people to patronize you. But once you buy a land in a bad place or you buy a bad land, you will see people giving you excuse. You know, those are the challenge that a lot of people don't put into consideration. The other X is street view. This is very important. In case you are going for inspection, to buy land, you need to use a Google street view. If you don't know, go and know this. It is very important. Look at the nearby building, drainage, road, and also neighborhood development. It is very important to consider this, because if you don't look all those things, you just go inside the land and you see it and turn back, it's going to affect you later. That is why it is very important to use Google Street View. This is will enable you to know that particular place even than the person that want to sell the land for you. Let me tell you some story about this. There's one of my clients that you want to buy land in somewhere, and my client loved that particular land. I discovered that the land is located in a waterlogged area, and the next building that I see about 3 buildings, but those buildings are not straight. You know, as a professional, when you look a structure, you will see whether it's bent or it deflates. Discovered that those houses bend. I want to know why, but getting to that place, I discovered that something is wrong in that particular environment. It's because why 3 structures in different places have the same problem. So this give me concern. And when we are going, I let my clients to know that see what I observe, so that if you can go ahead, you must have this type of foundation, so that you will not have the same problem that all these people have. So the man put everything to consideration and discovered that let's look for the alternative, and we find alternative place. Those are the importance of knowing the street view. Street views is just to know everything in environment of a place that you want to buy land, because if you don't know this, honestly it's going to affect you. Don't just go to the land that you like and you decide to like that land just like that without checking the structures around that particular place. Are the structures okay? Are the road okay? What's the problem of that place? Not knowing the street view, honestly you are going to buy bad land, because bad land is not about the dry land or a swamp land. What is very important is that at times you will see a land that is look normal, but when you build a structures, when the structures want to resettle, that is where you have a lot of challenge. So you need to know this thing and know this. The last X is satellite view. This is very important to use a Google satellite view. to know the hidden problems of that particular area. A lot of people don't know how to use a satellite view. This is very important. You let you know the history of that particular area. It's not only that land that you want to buy, but the histories of the area. You will know all those things without even ask questions. Satellite view will reveal the water body, thick swamp, illegal layout, isolated from major road. Can you see why it is very important to use satellite view? Because some of the sellers don't have any idea about what is even going on that particular place. Their home they may buy and they want to resell to get their money back. So they may not even know a lot of things. But by the time you use your Google view, this will show you hidden secrets that nobody tell you. You will be aware of it and it can make you decide if to buy the land or if not to buy the land. Honestly, if you buy land without go through these things, you will find it very difficult to buy a good land. Can you see why it is very important to carry out the assets? This is very important. A lot of people don't even know all these things that I've seen. If you want to go for inspection to buy a land or any property, you need to carry out these assets. It's going to help you a lot. I hope you learned something in this video. If it is, please don't forget to subscribe to this video and also to follow me for more real estate investment opportunity and the hidden secret that nobody tell you about the landed property investment. And if you want to buy a land in a good place in a cities like Lagos, Ibadan, Ogun State, Abuja, or any state capitals in Nigeria, you can easily contact me. I'm going to recommend the best place that you can buy land without any problem, with a good land title, affordable, and located in a prime locations. Thank you very much for watching, and bye for now.